Hey TikTok, I'm an Earth Angel, and today we're going to discuss one of the 7 keys you need to get into heaven. But first, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I highly suggest you head back to the intro, figure out if you want to be here. If so, start at part 1, do the work, and meet us back here when you caught up. For everyone else, we're going to discuss forgiveness. This is part 93. Okay, everyone, it's a big one. I feel the act of having forgiveness, fully embodying forgiveness, it isn't for the faint of heart. It is very hard. And it's a road most people won't even venture down because you actually have to go into the dark and face your own dark to be able to find your way out. What does this mean? We all have something within us that has happened, that has affected us mentally, emotionally, physically. Bad things happen to everyone. It's life. We're supposed to come down here and have life experiences. Unfortunately, we are the light mixed with the dark, and when you have anything to do with anyone who is dark, you're gonna get hurt. Well, of course, hurt people hurt people. This is why the world is so ugly right now and so dark, is because parents are hurting their own children, family members are hurting their own family members. Um, and then these young people who grew up in literally hell has to learn how to let go of what happened to them and to find peace with what happened to them, to stop thinking about it, to stop letting it terrorize them, to choose to not be that person who did that to them. A lot of people who have been victimized then go on to victimize because that's what they grew up in. They don't know anything else. They know it's wrong, but then again, it's what their reality is. It's really dark, and it's really sad, especially because now I have a bigger picture. It's really sad. And it's really dark. So when you see these really dark people that do these really awful things, you have to sit and wonder what happened to them. What did they go through to make them so dark? What did they go through that they got lost in that darkness and they weren't able to find their way out? It's really sad, actually. I don't wish bad upon anyone, and even those who lost their souls to the devil. I still feel sorrow for them. I feel sorrow for them because at some point they were good. Like when we're born, we own our souls and we're good. And so the things we experience in life, what we see, who we're raised by, once again molds us to be who we are. Our mindset, the way we think, molds our subconsciousness, which dictates our everyday. So, forgiveness is hard. Forgiveness means that you're willing to let go of your health, that you're willing to let go of your hurt, that you're willing to let go of your pain. You have to be willing to let go of the fact that people were able to do things to you that you would have never done to them, or say things to you that you would have never said to them, or that you just weren't as important to them as they were to you. It means letting go of what happened to you so that you're not actively being sabotaged by it every day. That it isn't affecting your day anymore. That it isn't affecting who you are. It isn't affecting your heart. It isn't affecting your thoughts. Forgiving isn't for that person. That person to have done awful things, I guarantee they don't own their soul. But even for those that just aren't good people and they're on the wrong path in life and they hurt you along the way, you also have to remember that you've hurt people along the way too. And there was a time in your life where you were the hurt one, running around hurting others. Forgiveness isn't easy because you have to readdress what is hurting you. You have to find a takeaway. That's how you work on forgiveness. You have to find the positives in your pain. Now, I'm not saying that all of you are going to be able to do that. Like I said, everybody's been through different experiences, but for me, this is how I learned to forgive. Learning to forgive means you need to go back to the beginning of time and you need to really sit with yourself quietly, see what pops up and what comes to mind. Those are the things that you need to work at forgiving. It's what's consuming your thoughts. Forgiving doesn't mean that you have to go up to that person and actively forgive them for being awful to you. Forgiving means that you acknowledge what happened. You've dealt with what has happened. For me, I think in my struggles through life, it taught me how to be strong. It taught me how to forgive myself. That's a big one. Because if you can't forgive yourself for not being perfect, you can't forgive others for not being perfect. It taught me how to stand up for myself. It taught me how to love myself. I am who I am today because of the people who let me down. Because of the people who disappointed me. Because of the people that showed me that nobody was coming to save me. Because of the people that showed me that nobody else was going to make me happy. Because of the people that showed me that you can't always believe what someone's saying to your face. You actually have to go by how they act. Because of all the little pieces of me that were taken from me, caused me to learn how to fight back, how to love myself, how to choose me, how to hold people accountable for their actions, how to choose me, how to choose love, how to choose the light, how to get back to God. If all of those things didn't happen to me throughout my life, from every single one of those people that hurt me, I wouldn't have got right here to be this amazing person I am so proud of. So for me, it was easy to forgive. Forgiving those who helped me become amazing was easy. I feel bad for them. I pray for them. I understand they're broken. And I want to help them. So, for those of you who have a little work to do, start at part 1. Start at part 1. Do the work. Work on yourself. And work on forgiveness. To not forgive is to hold yourself down in shackles and chains in the dark. It's allowing the dark access to you. It's keeping you stuck. Forgiving doesn't mean you're saying what happened is okay. Forgiving means you're willing to stop thinking about it. You're willing to let it go. You're willing to leave it in the past. And when you fully embody that, God will give you the gift of telepathy. It is the ability to communicate without words. And of course, to fully embody forgiveness, you have to forgive everyone. All right, fam. Choose love. Choose light. God bless.